Well, hello everybody, my name's Guru. Welcome to Hidden Gems, where I go over things I feel were underappreciated when it came out or underappreciated now. And today I'm here to talk about Kappa Mikey. A show, I'll say right off the bat, is not the most visually amazing show. It's not that at all. But similar to shows I like, and I'm pretty sure you like too, such as Rick and Morty, it uses this to its advantage a lot of the times to do a lot of things that either take too much time or too much money to do with a more, well, how can I say this, just a more visually extraordinary art style. And the show, if you put that aside and you don't really let that affect you a lot, the way it looks, and you just accept the fact that the show was able to do a lot of really cool things visually other than just look crazy. It's able to do a lot of really funny visual gags and do a lot of really cool things, in my opinion, that kind of make up for the lack of extraordinary visuals. And this show also is quite funny. It's a really funny show. I've gotten a lot of laughs out of it. I even remember when I was a kid watching this and laughing a lot about it. I remember the laughs of it. I didn't really remember a lot of the actual stuff about the show. So I'm really glad I went back and watched it and stumbled across it again. And if you don't really know much about the story of the show, basically it follows Kappa Mikey, a 19-year-old actor who's kind of down on his luck, isn't really doing well when it comes to being an actual actor. The whole world seems to be against him in a way when it comes to being an actor, because literally when he walks outside from audition in the first episode, it seems like everything just goes bad for him. But he does get lucky one day and wins a contest to be the new star of a big Japanese show called Lily Moo. Well, it used to be quite big. Right now, it's kind of failing. It seems to kind of have gotten stale over time, similar to shows in real life that stay on for however many years and kind of lose a little bit of their luster. And it's really good that the show got Kappa Mikey, because Mikey really does a fantastic job and kind of revitalizing the show. He becomes a star in Japan. He has people following him to the streets, just chasing him down. Men, women, doesn't matter. Everybody wants to be Kappa Mikey. And this kind of makes some people happy and some people angry. One person that makes really angry is Lily, who used to be the star of Lily Moo, which is the show. I don't know if I already said this. Did I already say this? Is the name of the show. And she was the protagonist. She was the main character. She mostly played a damsel in distress, but still, she was the main focus of the show. So when Mikey comes in and now it's a star, nobody really remembers her besides the fact that she's just there to be saved by Mikey. Other than that, she's just somewhat a background character in Lily Moo as a show, though she is a main character in this show, so I guess she's winning in some regards. But yeah, she's just a very angry girl who wears a schoolgirl outfit, and she's always so very, very, very angry. She's just yelling at Mikey all the time, mostly out of jealousy, and mostly out of just being not a very nice person. And then you have Mitsuki, who's this really nice girl, really kind of quiet, and kind of loves Mikey, kind of really is attracted to Mikey for some reason, even though he's kind of stupid and can be kind of a little bit of a douche sometimes, but she still seems to really like him. And then you have Gonard, who's basically this big, lovable idiot who is voiced by Goku, like the actual voice of Goku from Dragon Ball Z and a lot of other of the Dragon Ball Z movies and stuff like that. Is the actual voice for this guy. And it took me a minute to realize, I was like, this sounds like Goku. Like, he sounds exactly like Goku. He's not making up another voice or anything for this. This is exactly Goku, which makes sense since this show is kind of supposed to be like an American take on anime in a way. And it's actually kind of what it was pitched by when it was first coming out. It was kind of pitched to be the first American-made anime. Matter on your definition of anime. I don't know. You may see something like Avatar like anime. I don't really know. Some people have different definitions of what anime is. But yeah, that's kind of what this was pitched for. So it kind of makes sense they got the voice of Goku to be in it. And then you have Guano, who's basically this really weird purple furry Pokemon looking creature who nobody really bats an eye at. He's just a regular creature. They just look at him like a regular person or something. But he's basically a Pokemon mixed with a very angry director who just wants to get the best product possible. And he also stars in the show as well. And then you have Ozu. Ozu is basically a money-hungry executive in a way. He really just wants to make the most profits possible. He doesn't really care if the show is really good as long as it makes money. That's the only thing he wants. And then you have Yes Man, who's basically, as you may have gotten from his name, as a Yes Man. He follows Ozu around. He's his faithful assistant who kind of praises him like a god half the time and just tries to boost Ozu's confidence, which he doesn't really need help with because he seems to be pretty confident in all his abilities. And he's actually a pretty lovable character, even though he might not sound like him being, a money-hungry executive. He's actually pretty funny. It's really cool to see him in the show. And in my opinion, this show does a lot of really cool things very well. You'll see some references to different anime here and there. You'll see a lot of anime tropes in it, and it's really cool to see, and it's really fun. It's really funny. It's a really enjoyable show. I think anybody would not really be losing out on anything, really watching it and checking it out. I don't really know anywhere you can watch it, like any certain like I don't know streaming sites or anything like that. But you could probably find it if you go look on like YouTube or any other websites online. And other than that, that's really all I gotta say. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe. Go check out some of my other stuff. You may find something that you enjoy, you may not. But I'm just glad you made it this far in the video to actually hear me talk about this and probably heard me mumble a lot because I tend to do that. But I just hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe. And peace. I'm out.